Well, good morning, and it's still morning here for my East Scoop friends out there. I'm on the Superior Street Trail this morning, and I'll be taking this one around to the Levee Trail, and we'll go around the Levee Trail for a little while. Stuff on there someplace. So, I'm gonna get going on that, okay? And it's usually a pretty fun trip. It's pretty quiet. Right now, it'll be a little loud because I'm right on Superior Street. Are you ready? And here we go. No, you fucking moron. Out in jail. Most certainly not because of any of your horse shit. Although I will say that Saturday was an interesting evening when I had two officers come knocking at the door because of your horse shit. And I guess my impression was that they actually talked to you. Did they talk to you? You didn't mention that on any of your streams. So, I'm going to take the word of the police officers over yours, most definitely, because you're a dick, quite frankly, and can't be trusted with shit. But they did say that they talked to you and that they talked to the Mission Police Department. It is where you live now. Mission Police Department told them that they're quite well acquainted with Bobby Lee Jones and that they have clarified that you're a little mentally unstable, is the way they put it anyway. That's what the officer said. That the Mission Police Department told them that you're a little mentally unstable. And that's not surprising. Most of us have known that for quite a long time now. Because I did happen to notice during that fucking bullshit stream that you were doing last night, or was it the day before? Anyway, because your fucking streams all run into one because they're just one conglomeration of you sitting in a bed, balancing your laptop on your legs, talking to yourself hour upon hour upon hour upon hour upon unending hour until Aaron shows up and pops in there and asks you a question. Morning. Or comes on your live stream and talks shit. And here's a little piece of advice to Aaron. You may want to distance yourself from Bob and his bullshit, because it's exactly what it is, bullshit. Tell you what you do, Aaron. Since you're believing Bob's shit, ask him to provide you with some proof of his claims against me, any of the claims against me. You know what he's going to be able to show you? A bad check from like 30 years ago. That's what he'll be able to show you. Nothing else. Bad check. Which is kind of amusing in and of itself. Well, I think it's amusing anyway. And so do people that watch his stream. And see, that's what pissed him off. Because he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug, expecting to dig up some dirt after we found out that he had that felony conviction on his record. He thought he was going to dig up dirt on me, and the only thing he found was a bad check. And he made that out to be like he had struck fucking gold. which was funny. Because see, I'm not a dirtbag fucking criminal like Bob and his little buddy up there in Tennessee are. But yeah, he tried and he tried and he tried. He couldn't kind. I guess he couldn't believe that I I hadn't been in trouble for anything. And that's not to say that I haven't been in trouble. Oh, slow the fuck down, asshole! You know, not everybody on the internet is a scumbag like you are. Oh, let me rephrase that. Not everybody on the internet is a lying ass scumbag like you are. Hell, I know criminals that got better credibility than you got. But there you are, sitting down in your little rented room down there in Texas, thinking you're actually having an effect on my life. You don't even know where the fuck I live. You think I live in some fucking house with some transsexual or transvest or whatever. But you keep thinking that shit. Because I think it's fucking hilarious. And those dots you keep connecting are miles and miles apart. Again, I find that amusing too. Never lived in Georgia. I don't know anybody that lives in Georgia. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do. I know one friend of mine years ago that I went to high school with. He used to live in Peachtree City, but I don't know where that now. But no, I've never lived in Georgia. I don't have any relatives in New Jersey. At least now that I'm aware of, anyway. But you keep trying. You keep calling people. I want you to keep calling people. I want you to keep calling people and giving false reports. Keep it up. Keep sending that shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Because at some point, very, very soon, hopefully, it's going to come to a screeching halt. And I'll be honest with you. I don't want to put you in jail. No, that's not what I want. I don't want to see you go to jail. That would be too easy. What I would like them to do is take away your internet access. That would fucking kill you. Yeah, I don't want you to go to jail. All right, for all my little East Scoop friends out there, right now I'm at the top, well, kind of the start slash finish of the Salt Creek Levee Trail. And this I'm going to run down quite a little ways actually. This is one of the newer trails that I'll be going along. And it's a nice little trek. So I'm at about 27th and Cornhusker, and I'll be going down to about 14th and Cornhusker. So let's get headed on that, okay? No, but yeah, I heard. I loved it, Bob, when you were typing away on that keyboard, trying to find out is Harry in jail. Is Harry in jail? That's fucking hilarious. So Aaron, yeah, Aaron Madrano, whatever the fuck your name is, keep asking Bob stupid questions, and I'll continue to just sit back and laugh my ass off while he makes a fool out of himself. It's freaking great. I like it. Oh, and I loved it when you said that you had like 3,000 people watching your stream. Horse crap. You're lucky to have 3,000 people. My ass. Morning. You haven't had 3,000 people watching one of your streams ever. Ever. I don't know where the fuck you got that number from. Morning. But it ain't true and it ain't accurate. Dumbass. So anyway, so the cops come over and they're telling me this and they're telling me that. They asked me if I knew this person. They said that I won't say the name, but they asked if I knew this person that lived in this retirement home that you had called and said that I was coming up to murder. And I went, who? I didn't know who it was. Still don't know who it was. But you called. And I believe if my memory serves, and I'm pretty sure it does, I told you a long, long time ago that the day you had the cops show up at my place for some of your hideous fucking nonsensical bullshit, that's the day that you needed to start looking over your shoulder. Well, that day was Saturday. Now, I'm not saying that anything's going to happen to you this week or next week or even the week after. But shit's going to happen, and you're not going to like it. It's not going to be comfortable. And since you've already fucked yourself with the public defender's office down there, you're going to be hard pressed to get an attorney to represent you. But again, I don't want you to go to jail. Really, I don't want you to. I want them to take away your fucking internet access. No more electronic devices, Bob. Imagine that for a while. Imagine you not being able to use a computer or a phone or a tablet. Pretty much the same thing. They're still fucking computers. But think about that. Not being able to use a computer. That'd be like cutting off one of your arms. Because you live to sit on that fucking computer day after day after day because you don't have a life. You're like me right now. I'm out and about. I'm enjoying the sunshine, fresh air. I really don't have any place that I absolutely have to be today. You on Thursday? Thursday? I think I got someplace I got to be on Thursday. But you, man, I hardly ever stream. I haven't given you really the time of day in well over a month. But you wanted to open the can of worms, so deal with it, dumb shit. You want to lie, and call people up and tell them fucking lies. Well, oh, and another little tidbit. I already talked to my real landlord, so I wouldn't recommend calling them either. Because they're already aware of your crap. And really all they're gonna do is hang up. I remember when you called my landlord out in Virginia, and he eventually hung up on you too. And then you contacted where he worked at. Did you really think you were going to do something to somebody that had been working at the same place for 30 plus years? Did you really think that was going to happen? Thought your word was going to override his word? Yeah, that worked out, didn't it? You dumb fuck. But in this case, this is all about fucking with me. And you, again, and I'll pose this out to Aaron, Mr. Madrano, since you're so fucking hip on Poppy and your bro. Ask him to show you the stalking that I've done. Verifiable, not his mouth, because I can show you the proof. Not his mouth, but ask him to show you the proof that he's got that I've been stalking him. Because it sure seems to me that we're not the ones doing the fucking stalking. You're the one that's calling places and throwing out false accusations and trying to give false reports. Why didn't you call the police department and give a report like that? Because you knew that would be false information to the police department, didn't you? And you knew that would be a felony. But little did you know that now that you've decided to use electronic devices for stalking across state lines and harassing people, that can be a felony. And it's at the county attorney's office. I don't know when it'll get there. It'll be this week, though. And you're going to end up so fucked up. Yes, sir. That's going to make my fucking day. And I am, man. Like I said, bud. I don't want you to go to jail. Nope, 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 nope. I really want you to find out what it's like to sit in that room with nothing to do day after day after day. And you know what? I think I'm going to go live later when I'm back relaxing in my air-conditioned apartment where I don't have to walk down the hall to go to the bathroom. And I don't have to have a roll of toilet paper next to the bed. Let alone having my laptop bounce up and down every time I fucking cough, move my leg, or whatever else. But you wanted to fuck around and find out, as they say, FAFO. Because I backed off and let shit go. Wasn't even giving you the time of day. Didn't bother me a bit. You just fucking ignore your ass. Ooh. But see, you made it personal. And that's where you fucked up. You made it personal and decided to take it someplace that you shouldn't have. Because you tried to pull off one of your lies as gospel and it didn't work. It just flat didn't work. So for all of my e-scoot friends out there, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the little ride. And hopefully we'll be catching you another time. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. And as for Bobby, you'll find out later.